Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 1 of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. And if you don't know quite what that is, I guess I can't really blame you too much, but what happened was, after Kingdom Hearts 1 was released on the PlayStation 2, they made the direct sequel, simply titled Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, on the Game Boy Advance for I don't know why. Don't know what reason they decided to do that, but this is actually a remake of that game on the PlayStation 2. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and start a new game, obviously, and we're going to be playing on Proud just like Kingdom Hearts 1, and just like in Kingdom Hearts 1, who cares about vibration settings? Now, one thing I want you guys to keep in mind is that for some reason, the graphics of these opening cutscenes, and some cutscenes even later on, are pretty grainy, and I'm not sure why, because I'm using, like, really high settings. So, I guess that's just the way it is, but I want you guys to enjoy this opening cutscene, because it picks up right where Kingdom Hearts 1 left off, and I will meet you guys on the other side.
Along the road ahead lies something you need. However, in order to claim it, you must lose something that is dear to you.
Hey, you think it's okay to barge in?
But we gotta do it if we're gonna find the king.
The king? King Mickey's here?
Something just told me he'd be here, okay?
Really? 'Cause now that you mention it, I was kinda thinking the same thing.
Seriously? Me too. One look at this castle, and I just knew. Our very best friends. They're here.
Yup, guess great minds think alike.
Wait, hey, hold on. It can't be just a coincidence.
Oh no, Jiminy. You don't mean that.
Yep, I had it too. I had the exact same feeling.
Gosh, maybe it's contagious.
No, something's screwy. We gotta go take a look.
All right,
What? Where are you going?
that way, to the door. Are you scared?
Ah, don't be ridiculous. Come on, let's go, Goofy.
Hey, fellers, shouldn't we shut the door behind us before we go? Sora!
That's it. Who are you?
What? Hi, yes. Oh, yeah? I'll try some magic. Sega! Come on. Sega! Sega! Come on. Blizzard! Fire! Why isn't it working?
I should think it's obvious. The moment you set foot in this castle, you forgot every spell and every ability you ever knew. In this place, to find is to lose, and to lose is to find. That is the way in Castle Oblivion.
Castle Oblivion?
Here you will meet people that you have known in the past, and you will meet people you miss.
I miss? Riku! You mean Riku's here?
If what you want is to find him,
What'd you do?
I merely sampled your memories, and from them, I made this. To reunite with those you hold dear.
What's this? A card?
It is a promise for the reunion you seek. Hold the card to open the door, and beyond it a new world. Proceed, Sora. To lose and claim anew, or to claim anew only to lose.
Come on. Let's go.
So if you haven't guessed by now, guys, this is a game all about cards, and there we get our first card, which is a Traverse Town card. And this game was so much of an advancement in technology, in my opinion, on the Game Boy Advance, because that opening cutscene you guys saw with Pluto running down the plains and the hills and all that was actually on the Game Boy Advance. So right here, we need to use our Traverse Town card on the door, and this is a huge mechanic that I will have to explain in more detail later on, because it is a very important mechanic, the fact that you have to open doors with certain types of cards and all that. But there's going to be yet another cutscene here, for some reason unvoiced, so guess who's going to get to do that job? This can't be right! We're in Traverse Town! What you see isn't real. this town is an illusion created by your memories ingrained in that card. My memories? Forget about that, Sora. We lost Donald and Goofy. Donald? Goofy? Guys, where are you? What did you do with them? They are at the mercy of the cards now. Master the cards and their strength will be yours again. Might as well go ahead and point out right now that the shadows for this guy are kind of wonky. Nobody else's are like that, not entirely sure why. The laws of this castle require that your friends be transformed into cards. That sounds like a very Deus Ex Machina there. If you value your friends, you won't fail to pick them up. Obviously, this looks just like Kingdom Hearts 1 in terms of battle mechanics, I guess, but there are a whole lot of cards, and when you pick up these cards that are on the ground, such as Donald or Goofy, or other ones that we'll use later on, they get added what he just said was onto the top of your deck, and that's kind of useful to know, I guess, but I don't really use Donald and Goofy too much. The cards you use vanish, but they will reappear to aid you time and again. Cards are the hearts of your friends. Everything in this castle is ruled by cards. Whether an enemy or a door confronts you, cards are the only way to proceed. But you mustn't forget your own strength. So even though, like I said, this game is a lot like Kingdom Hearts 1, obviously there are a lot of differences such as the cards down there, which I'll get to in just a second. First, think for yourself, move, then use the cards. So we can use the cards as attacks here, and I'll get into the numbering system and all that later on, but there is a whole huge system behind all this. You know now how to use your strength, but it would be of no use if you lose sight of your opponent. I wonder if you can catch me. So luckily, just like Kingdom Hearts 1, there is a way to lock onto your opponent, but I believe in Kingdom Hearts 1 it was R1, not R2, but I could be wrong. Every time, like this says, we use a card, it will actually disappear, but there are ways of getting it back, actually just one way, and this is the game's way of showing us exactly how to do that. So we have to end up in this tutorial. By the way, you can lunge really far, as you see right there. If we use up all of our cards here, I think we have enough cards here for, what, 3 or 4 combos? Looks like 3 combos, unless I messed one up and I just didn't notice. And, like, a little 2 attacker right there. We have no more cards, and apparently, according to this guy, no power. To get that back, we must focus, and it kind of reminds me when he said it like that, it kind of reminds me of in the old Dragon Ball Z Budokai games when you would charge up your Kai, or Ki energy, I should say. That's what it reminds me of. But that is all you gotta do to get your cards back. The strength of your heart brought back the lost cards. You can recall spent cards at any time. You need only wish it. But each time you do, the cards will take longer to return. The cards are by no means unlimited. Use them wisely. Anticipate the flow of battle, and choose the most effective cards. You may use any card in your deck. So as you can see right there, there is a 2 instead of a 1, so we have to wait for that meter to fill up twice instead of just once. There are 4 types of cards that we can use in the game: attack, magic, item, and enemy cards, and this little tutorial here is all about how to switch between the regular attack, magic, and whatever the other one was, and enemy. So if you hit the select button, you can go to the enemy select screen, I guess, and pick an enemy card, which I will get into in a, maybe a future episode, because we don't really have any great enemy cards right now, so I will just, like I said, get into that later. Are you two alright? Where have you been? You tell us. When you opened that door, we saw a strange light. And the rest is just blank. Gee, that doesn't help. Try to remember what happened. I have to keep my journal up to date. Hey, Donald, where did I get the new clothes? Wow, me too, Goofy. Somebody's been messing with our clothes. Could it be the cards again? That is for you to ponder. Master the cards and make your way through the castle, but from here you walk alone. Alone? We can't let Sora go alone. Yeah, Sora can't do anything without our help. Donald being Donald there. You sure you'll be okay? Of course. You want me to go alone? Fine, I can take care of myself. The hero speaks boldly. Go then, the rest of Castle Oblivion awaits. Walk the avenues of latent memory and you shall meet someone dear to you. I've got a bad feeling about this. Relax, Jiminy, I'm ready for any tricks he's got up his sleeve. How hard can it be to figure out these cards? All I have to do is use one in front of that door over there. Now, if only it were that easy, there are a lot of planning phases that we're going to have to go through throughout the course of this game, as far as getting the cards to use on the doors, using the cards on the doors in the right way, or a way that's going to actually help us. So I'll, like I said, get into all that later on. There's a whole lot I have to tell you guys about all this. Now, on the field, like we are seeing right here on the screen, it's just like Kingdom Hearts 1, except for some reason they give you dodge roll right out of the gate, and also right out of the gate, or the door here, they give you a barrel to practice swinging the Keyblade on, and it, for some reason, gives you a Blizzard card right out of the gate. Now, the Blizzard card obviously is a Magic card, which Magic works completely differently in this game. Magic is just another card that you can use. Now, here apparently is a box, and look at this text box, guys. One of the only... Actually, the only text box. I've played through this game at least 4 or 5 hours into the game. Haven't seen another one glitch out like that. Now, another pretty cool thing, it's just like Paper Mario actually. There are first strike abilities. If you attack an enemy or throw a box at the enemy before you actually get into the fight with the enemy, when you do get into the fight with the enemies, they will be frozen like that, or stunned, I guess would be the proper RPG term. So it's kind of funny that I'm doing a Paper Mario Let's Play right now at the same exact time that has a mechanic that is very similar to this one in Rechain of Memory. And right there you guys saw, hopefully, that card break. Now that is a function of the numbering on the card system that like I said, I'll get into later. And also it's kind of funny that fights in this game are just like Super Mario RPG, where if you run into an enemy on the overworld screen or the world screen, you go into a separate world where you actually fight the enemies. Now here we are going through, I'm just skipping through all this right now because it's pretty simple. You have to use this one card right here to open this door because that's the only one we have, and it will open up a save spot. Now, I will get into this. I keep saying this a lot, but I don't really think there's too much to really go over right now. Basically, whatever the number on the door is, you have to play a card that is that or higher, or else you won't be able to open the door. And if there's another stipulation, like a special card, like a gold card, which we'll get into later, you also have to play that as well to open the door. And there are actually a whole lot of different kind of cards you can play. Now, guys, I need to go ahead and change my camera sideways to reverse because that was getting kind of obnoxious. It seems like when I was pressing it would just go in the wrong direction to what I'm used to. And there is my practice save, so behind the scenes stuff right there. But I want to thank you guys for watching this episode of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories, and I hope this is just as good as the Kingdom Hearts Let's Play, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So without further ado, I want to thank you guys again for watching this episode. Hope you guys stick around until the very end because this is a great game.